Hallo Freunde, willkommen zu diesem Video, Freunde. Ja, wir schauen zusammen das Day of Play, wo jetzt dann live übertragen wird zu Hogwarts Legacy, zum neuen Harry Potter Spiel, ja, dieses Jahr eigentlich erscheinen soll. Ja, natürlich geht es erst in 5 Minuten los, aber das ist egal. Und nach diesem Day of Play Livestream wird Domi auf den Discord kommen, dann werden wir ein Fazit zum Gesamten machen. Play zu Hogwarts Legacy, meine lieben Freunde. Bin gespannt, ne? Ich bin so gehypt. Natürlich, das Video seht ihr dann erst morgen. Macht Sinn, aber das ist ja nicht so schlimm. Day of Play. Warner Bros. Games, ja, Alter, nice. Bin so gehypt. Ja.
Lumos.
Alter, die Grafik, ne? Da, oh, boah. Giga. Hogwarts.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
What the fuck? Hogwarts Legacy. Yo. Digga, aber schon die Monster sehen ja nice aus, ne? Oh, und das sieht so geil aus.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy.
Digga.
You're a new student at the famed school of witchcraft
Und das ist
and
Gameplay.
with a unique ability to manipulate powerful
Wow.
ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world.
Man, das.
But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want
Yo,
to be.
was? Du kannst deinen eigenen Charakter erstellen.
When you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into
Oha.
one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw,
Gryffindor.
or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you are starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
You'll begin your studies attending charms, defense against the dark arts, herbology, and potions classes, to name a few.
Oh, hello, class. Please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
What?
You may begin.
Alter. Was?
Not bad for a beginner.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Here you'll meet your professors and learn to cast spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries. You'll discover dungeons and secret passageways.
Yo. Ey,
As
freue
well
mich
as
so. Ne?
challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever
Oha.
mind to solve. You may even find yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before.
Ist so geil gestaltet auch, ne? Wirklich.
It's the late 1800s, so while the common rooms and classes may be familiar, most of your professors will not be. However, you may recognize a few faces.
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards in class and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum. Ones designed to help you catch up with the other 5th years at your own speed.
Jo, was?
Lumos.
Was, du kannst auf dem Besen? Nee.
Opportunities for adventure
Wow.
abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts. The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have opinions
Alles klar.
as to how great a threat he really is.
Was?
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much.
Ich freue mich auch auf die ganzen
The
Kämpfe und auf die
wizarding world
ganze
of this
Story.
era
Ne?
is fraught
Das ist
with
so.
dangers. Creatures
Yo.
corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Do you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
Yo. Oh mein Gott. Das wird immer besser. Komm. Digga, das wird ja immer besser. Oha. Ich freue mich auch auf die ganze Zauberei, ne? Das ist wirklich
Enemies possess unique
Geil.
defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes. Counterattack with
Oha.
powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations. Students who become particularly adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
auch schon die Grafik, ne? Das ist so krass gemacht.
Slam with Descendo. Roast with Incendio. Devastate your enemies using various finishes. You can even use the mysterious, powerful magic your professors do not understand to obliterate your strongest foes.
Yo!
Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style. On your path to become the ultimate duelist.
Ah, was?
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills.
Ah,
to
nice.
aid
Kannst
your progression
upgraden.
as a wizard.
Das ist
Complete
geil.
challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants,
Was?
and potions
Unsichtbar?
to increase their power. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle
Yo.
to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic. You can also loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost.
Alter.
Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay. You can even
Ich freue mich so auf die Kämpfe auch, ne? Wie es gestaltet ist. Das sieht so geil aus.
In Beast class, you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might
geil!
both at school and as you
Oha.
explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of you.
Was, man kann wirklich mit dem Besen fliegen, yo!
Learning and mastering broomflight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions. And over time, you'll learn their stories.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
What happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules,
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin
We've been over this, boy. Doublefix cannot reverse a curse.
with a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
Ich bin sprachlos, ne?
One
Das
of the
sieht
most
so
remarkable secrets of Hogwarts
genial
is known
aus.
as the Room of Requirement.
Was?
You're introduced to this space
Was
that
du
seems
kannst.
to sense what you need and then provides it for you.
Ne.
Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to
Was,
sow
du
and
kannst
harvest
den
plants,
Raum
brew
selber
potions, and
gestalten.
upgrade your gear.
Alter, was?
A helpful house elf named Deke helps you discover the variants that
was?
allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect
Jo,
your
was, du
personality
kannst
and magical
wirklich...
specialties.
Alter, geil. Das finde ich natürlich nice, ne?
Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require. From potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear. But
Was?
Hogsmeade
Du
also
kannst
has its
Kleider
dangerous side,
schneiden
a
lassen.
band of dark witches and wizards
Jo.
emboldened by the
Ey, das
turmoil
finde ich
of
so
the
geil.
times wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain. Unique wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents
Oh,
who have
tut mir leid.
stories to tell, and missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin
Das bin
himself.
ich auch gespannt, ne? Die ganzen Rätsel und alles. Sicher geil gemacht.
Roam the lands
Wow.
outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement. But there are dangers beyond your
Oha!
in the world as well. Dungeons and vaults hold perilous
Dungeons,
threats
yo,
and also
nice.
untold rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path. Master spells. Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world.
Alter.
Here in
Hogwarts Legacy. Oh mein Gott, wie geil ist das, man. Wie geil. Ich hoffe, dass dies... Was ich
That
schaue...
was your first extended look at Hogwarts Legacy. Now let's hear from the real wizards and witches behind the game.
Also, noch gar nicht fertig? Ja, moin, geht noch weiter. Ja, geil.
The attention to detail and the passion and the love for this brand that the team has is astonishing.
Our team is so excited to take all of the love that they put into this as fans and give it to fans.
This is the game that they've dreamed of for 20 years. The lore of the Wizarding world is already so rich, and all we had to do was harness those elements and build a game out of it.
The movies, the books, they all touched me in such a way. Like, it makes me want to go to experience Hogwarts. It makes me put in so much more detail into this game.
So geil gemacht.
We really want to make sure that anything we add or anything we play with or anything that we explore really feels authentic.
Bringing to life just the charm and the love, everything we have for the books, and then marrying that with the iconic experiences from the movies that fans will recognize.
Yo, das
It's
sieht so
really
geil
the
aus.
perfect handshake between the two. Just the discovery of like seeing things portrayed for the first time. Maybe they've read something and had a picture in their head the whole time, but then finally to get to touch it, to walk around it.
Ey, vor allem so auf die
We've got
Kämpfe, ne?
all these elements that
Das ist
can come
so
together to
geil.
create this amazing AAA open world action RPG.
When it comes to the open world, it's just we just knew it wasn't going to be enough to just stare out of the windows of Hogwarts and wonder what it's like out there. But the final question that fans ask is, what's beyond that? What's beyond the Forbidden Forest? What's going to be beyond Hogsmeade? What's beyond the Black Lake if I start traveling south? And we just felt like we had to answer those questions.
Kann nicht wissen, wie lange die gehabt haben, jetzt, bis das Spiel so geil aussieht.
You're
Ne?
going to see different stories that are really exclusive to who you were in the world.
Hogwarts Legacy is an original story that takes place in the late 1800s.
You are a new student who is starting at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year, which is very unusual. So already there's a bit of an edge and a bit of a mystery.
The original story that we tell in the game is your story of what you did, you know, in the Wizarding world that you haven't seen before.
Or make our own magic with our story we're trying to tell.
Fans are familiar with the Wizarding world from, you know, the 1900s and on, really. But now, with this world, we're able to sort of create a space that's their own. Fans of the series will know that ancient magic has been around for a long time, to say the least, and that Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic. And the Avatar, the player, has the ability to sense it and possibly wield it or control it.
Our process of development started
Yo.
with rereading the books. And over development, we reread the books.
Ich finde es wirklich geil, dass du deinen eigenen Charakter erstellen kannst. Das finde ich einfach am besten. Ne? Das ist einfach geil. Jo. Ey, das sieht so krank geil aus.
Our own spin on what this universe is was a pretty big deal. I helped design a piece that nobody has ever seen before, the Hufflepuff common room. You know, as a Hufflepuff, you always wonder, like, what is my common room supposed to look like?
It's close enough to the world that we know, that fans will recognize certain names, they'll recognize spells, they'll recognize certain locations.
I recognize that doorway, I recognize that classroom.
But mostly, it's going to be an entirely new wizarding world that no one's ever experienced.
Oha.
When people engage in the wizarding world, what's the one anchor? Like, what's the thing that everyone comes back to? What's the thing that grounds it all and grounds all these characters and grounds all these figures? And for us, we really felt like that answer was Hogwarts itself. That school, that famous school of witchcraft and wizardry, is really what binds it all.
Ey, das ist so krass nachgebaut, ne? Es sieht richtig wie echt aus, ne? Wie im Film. Das ist...
Now we need to know exactly how this passage connects to this passage for a game, because you're gonna have to walk it.
And of course, again, the sentient castle, it's got new surprises up its sleeves. It likes to keep its students on its toes. We've put so many little secrets and passageways and rooms in this castle.
We recreate those very important locations, and then there's these other places that are only mentioned in the books or just alluded to, and we have to make the connective tissue that brings all that together.
Adding a world that is a
was?
living world is very hard to do because it's all about the details. And as a concept team, we really got into those details and studied history, studied architecture.
I hope that when fans play the game, they get as lost in it as I do. I can just be reviewing a side mission, and all of a sudden I find myself wandering Hogwarts for like 45 minutes because it's so beautiful.
The community is absolutely going to love Hogwarts Legacy.
It's gonna be so fun.
Ich hoffe, dass es ein Release-Datum gibt. Das Geilste, was noch passieren könnte. Das ist so geil. Ist Day of Play und aber jetzt wird geil, ein Release-Datum, ein offizielles Datum. Das wäre das Beste, was jetzt noch passieren könnte.
We truly hope you enjoyed the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. Our team is so grateful for the excitement and for the passion that all of you bring to this. It's truly what fuels us. On behalf of our team at WB Games Avalanche, we want to thank you for being here today, and we'll see you at Hogwarts.
That's our show. We hope you're excited for the magic to come. See you next time.
Was ist das? Oder kommt noch was? Ah, das war's, ne? Das war's. Oder? Hey.
Hallöchen.
Ja, moin. Ey, Digga.
Der Chat rastet gerade aus, ne?
Hm?
Der Chat.
Ja.
Ich bin immer noch im Livestream drin und der Chat rastet einfach gerade aus.
Ja, ist so, ne? So, Freunde. Jetzt habe ich gedacht, ich und Domi machen jetzt noch ein Fazit zum Gesamten, ne?
Ja.
Ey, das war so geil.
Es war halt einfach viel.
Ja, das auch, ne? Ey, wo ich gemeint habe, dass das fertig ist, kommt noch was. Ja, moin,
ja,
ne?
Hab ich mir auch gedacht.
Aber
es
gut.
ging eine halbe Stunde, Alter.
Ja, nice.
Ja. Ich bin einfach, also jetzt mal alles positiv mal ganz kurz nebenbei. Das erste Negative, das mir aufgefallen ist, ist die Grafik. Dass sie jetzt nicht so top ist, wie ich es eigentlich erwartet hätte.
Aber was? Mich hat es ausgesehen, wirklich, es war eine heftige Grafik gemeint, aber... Ja,
sieht nicht so gut aus.
Ja, es könnte besser sein, das ist klar.
Ja.
Aber schlecht hat sie nicht ausgesehen.
Ja, das ist nicht. Besser als Pokémon Let's Snackiers. Aber es wäre ja auch traurig, wenn nicht.
Ja, ist so, ne? Ey, aber...
Und sie haben kein Release-Datum wirklich gezeigt.
Ja,
also einfach noch
das
Holiday 2022.
Ja.
Das heißt ja nichts.
Warum? Ey, auf das habe ich gewartet, ne? Wirklich.
Ja.
Ey, und was ich eigentlich geil finde, dass du deinen eigenen Charakter erstellen kannst. Ey, das habe ich so gefeiert. Und dass du da noch upgraden kannst, alles, ne?
Ja.
Und irgendwie hat das so ausgesehen, wie du einfach deine eigenen Zimmer oder so gestalten kannst, wie du es willst, ey.
Es war der Gemeinschaftsraum. Dafür solltest du die Filme zumindest anschauen.
Ja, eben.
Und was halt oft gemunkelt wurde, in welche Altersbeschränkung wird es denn sein? Und ob man in diesem Spiel töten kann. Und, ich weiß nicht, ob es dir aufgefallen ist, in diesem ganzen State of Play-Schmarre kam halt der Todesfluch vor.
Ah ja, stimmt.
Avada Kedavra ist der Todesfluch und der kam vor. Damit ist die Sache bestätigt, man kann in diesem Spiel töten. Also ist das Spiel vielleicht ab 12. Jetzt halt,
ja.
Ne? Ja.
Aber die Gegner haben auch krass ausgesehen.
Mhm.
Ey, das.
Und mit diesen Kombos, ich weiß nicht, ob ich das feiere, dass man fette Kombos machen kann.
Ja, ist so, ne?
Also das, wo dann so rotes, grünes Licht war, das kennt man ja aus den Filmen. Aber dass man so richtige Kombos machen kann, das habe ich auch schon bei Star Wars nicht wirklich gefeiert.
Ja, Digga.
Und kein Multiplayer. Es wurde ja auch oft hier Gerichte rumgeschubst wegen Multiplayer.
Ja, was? Wirklich?
Da wurde jetzt nichts gesagt. Also ist mir zumindest nicht aufgefallen.
Ja, ne, mir auch nicht. Aber ich bin auch auf die Story gespannt, ne?
Ja.
Und ja, die Dungeons, wo gezeigt wurden, Digga.
Mhm.
Oh
mal
ja.
Gucken, wie es wird, ey.
Ja. Ich will ein Release-Datum, Mann.
Ja. Aber nee, bestimmt auch irgendwann. Also wenn sie schon sagen, dieses Jahr, dann wird es halt kommen. Wir haben ja schon März, also.
Ich hoffe, dass es so
mehr
bleibt, dass dieses Jahr...
Mhm.
Ja.
Ja, ich glaube schon.
Ja, ich glaube auch. Weil das ist so viel verschoben worden jetzt.
Ja. Es wird halt einmal fett verschoben, 2021 auf 2022.
Ja.
Wäre halt bescheuert, wenn sie es halt nochmal verschieben. So halt, es sollte halt vor einem Jahr erscheinen. Also.
Ja, nice.
Ja.
Ja, ihr könnt da mal in den Kommentaren schreiben, was ihr von dieses Day of Play findet und was ihr so gesehen habt, ne?
Mhm. Und ob wir überhaupt irgendwas übersehen haben und sonst was. Und ich bin auf deine Reaktion gespannt.
Ja. Ja gut, dann war's das glaube ich für dieses Video.
Ja.
Und dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Video wieder. Schaut bei Domi vorbei, schaut die Reaction an, wenn ich es nicht vergesse, für Linkies.
Oh yeah.
Und dann sehen wir uns beim neuen Video wieder. Lasst bei Domi ein Abo da, lasst hier ein Abo da.
Ja.
Ja. Und dann.
Ja.
Bis dahin, haut rein. Ciao Leute.
Tschüss.